I just opened up my mailbox to get back to work on these videos because I'm a little behind. I've been sleeping at regular times now, so go me. But finally breaking the sleep schedule again, which means it's time for more of these videos. And first one I opened up, Dear Danno, how are you this calm at twilight at 4 a.m.? I adore these videos and hope for many more to come, but don't work yourself to the bone. I saw your I Miss Her video, and you talk about, as you described, the feeling you get that you don't want to live anymore. You mentioned it's not a self-harm thing, but what are your thoughts on suicide? I get this feeling a lot, and I hope you can make a video dedicated to this topic. Personally, I got these thoughts when I was first 9 years old, and they've stuck with me ever since. What are your thoughts on the matter? Is suicide a true escape? Does living truly matter if we all die anyway? And what's, in your opinion, the meaning of life and living? Sincerely, Deadman. Look at me. No animated monkey, no portal, no music, no background, anything. Just right now, look in my eyes when I tell you, don't. You have no idea how serious I am about this. This is going to be one of the only times that I show my face on the channel because I just need to emphasize how serious I am when I say don't. Once again, I've expressed that I'm okay if I died tomorrow. That does not mean that I'm going to cause it myself. There is no reason for anyone on the earth to do it themselves. I had a really close friend once who was this close, and I managed to talk him out of it the wrong way, but it was the best way that I could as a kid, you know, and he's still here today, and that's all I care about. Does living truly matter if we all die anyway? Yes. Everybody's life means something. Something. To somebody. To someone out there. We have, even if it's the smallest little effect. Do you know for the longest time how useless I felt? How much I felt like I was never going to amount to anything? Like I would just sit in my bed and rot. And now I have the influence over 400,000 people. That's insane. And now I've started to actually live some sort of life. But just because I have 400,000 subscribers and everything, it didn't fix any of these feelings. I always felt like I was a melancholic person, and that one day, if I ever was lucky enough to get famous, get an audience, become a YouTuber, anything like that, that all of these feelings would just suddenly go away. And guess what? I'm still here on this depression channel making these sad videos because I am just a genuinely melancholic person. I scream into a microphone all the time, but it doesn't matter. I still wait for the day that I'm just gonna cease to exist, and it's really scary that these thoughts just never escape. Humans aren't built to figure out their problems on their own. I'm only hardly 19 years old, and already I know that for a fact. That there's no reason that you shouldn't be asking for help. You want my advice? Tell someone. Anyone, a trusted family member, a friend, somebody that will do something about it, that will get you the help that you need, that will somehow help you save yourself, because this is horrifying to live with. And the second part, what's, in your opinion, the meaning of life and living? Buddy, I wish that I could sit here and tell you exactly what your life's purpose is, that I could give you a goal, a reason, something to work towards, so that way you wouldn't have to have these horrible, horrible thoughts. But I'm just going to tell you straight on that it's different for everybody. You know when I found out what my life's purpose was? It was pretty recent. All my life I stumbled around, got my heart broken, heart broke others, hurt people, was hurt by people, all of these random emotions being flung through me, high school, middle school, whatever. But there was one thing that was a constant through all of them, that I understood I was doing the right thing, and that was when I gave people laughter. Whenever I made people smile, whenever I made them belt out a disgusting laugh like a pig snort or a breathless horse, one of those just really gross laughs that you know is really true, because people would never want to be heard in public with the sound like that coming out of their mouth. This isn't me roasting people with bad laughs, it's just me saying how genuinely impactful that was to me. Those moments where I knew that those were real, true laughs, and pretty recently I realized that's exactly what my purpose in life is. To brighten people's day a little bit, maybe, but to give people the gift of laughter, man, that is all I want in life. Making shorts, I can't do that very well. I insert a couple jokes every now and then, and people seem to notice it, and I'm thankful for it, but I wish I could just make long-form content all the time. I wish people could see more of me just telling jokes and trying to make them laugh as hard as possible. I wish YouTube wasn't the way it was with all of the attention spans and everything. People just having to rapid fire cuts, things like that. I wish I could just chill out, have some relaxed content, telling jokes every now and again, but I can't. Honestly, right now, I don't even feel like I'm living my life. I'm just on autopilot making these shorts, right? And people seem to like them, but I kind of feel empty. But what keeps me going is the fact that I know that I'm building an audience. Even if all of them wouldn't stay for the in-depth things, I know that I at least have a few people that will. Like you guys. Unless this video is algorithm fed to you, then I have a feeling that you've come from my shorts channel, done some exploring in the back rooms of my featured channels section, and found this little gem right here. You guys are the ones that truly keep me going. The people that are exploring over here and seeing that I am a completely different person than I put off in those shorts, where I argue with an animated creature about a raise. So my meaning of life is to make people laugh. You need to find yours. Man, I got really sad thinking about suicide. The things that hurt the most is the special ones that lost their other halves. I'm a dreamer. I like to believe that everybody has a soulmate or a perfect one out there. Just imagine the perfect girl or boy waiting out there for you, and you're not there. And I'm not saying everybody has to have a relationship to be happy. That's not what I mean. But chances are, with how many suicides there are every year, month, day, there's a lot of people that go their whole lives without ever meeting their special one because they ended it way too quickly. And guess what? My meaning of life could change as I get older, you know? Maybe my new meaning will be my wife or having kids. It's not like one day you find your purpose and you're just like, this is it. Another example, me, when I started my YouTube channel, there wasn't some magical day when the whole world just came to a stop and a light shone through my window and said, hey, you're going to make animated shorts, you're going to blow up, and this is your calling in life. No, it was just one day I got on the computer and I realized I could animate a little video about the Queen dying, and it might do pretty well. There's not a specific date I can remember. I'm sure if you go and look at it on YouTube, then you can find it, but it's not like I remember that specific day changed my life. Although realistically, it probably did. It's just like when somebody offers you drugs. You think that the whole world's going to stop. You think you're going to start shaking and your eyes are going to get tunnel vision and everything, and you're going to have this moment where you have to decide if your life gets altered. No, it's not how it works. Somebody says, hey, bud, you want some? And you go, yeah, sure, or nah, I'm good. And that's it. That's the whole thing. And it's these little decisions that seem like nothing when you make them, but they change the trajectory of your life forever. I know this video isn't entirely about self-harm, but that's because I didn't want to dwell on it. Man, I don't want to stay here telling you over and over again, don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself. Because a lot of the time, dwelling on it only makes it worse. You want to know the best cure for depression? Isolate the things in your life that you know are good for you, that are fun, that make you feel better, and not fun in an unhealthy way like substance abuse or something. I mean something that's just truly good for you and for your heart and your soul. Chase that feeling. Help it distract you away from all of these terrible, dark, twisted thoughts, and let it make you okay. I'm going to try to avoid this topic as much as I can because I've only got one response, and it's just don't. If anybody asks me, hey, I've been having suicidal thoughts, what's your advice? Don't. That's it. I'm sorry if I couldn't be more useful, but you know what? Nobody on the internet is going to help you with this one. You need to tell your parents, your guardians, your loved ones, anyone. You might even need to get a therapist, anything to just help yourself be okay. That's it. I'm going to start reading through a lot more of these emails. Back to the regular uploads next time, but I just had to give you a one-on-one for this one in particular because this one hits pretty close to home. Take care of yourself, please. Sun's not going to come up for a while, so I'm going to try and get some sleep. You should too.